Hello and welcome to the Mohit Show, General News, March 30th, 2021. I will be covering a few notable stories of the day. First, from Justice for Myanmar. Dutch pension funds have been found investing in the Myanmar military atrocities. This military coup, according to Reuters, has killed over 500 protesters so far, with more people dying every day. From The Guardian, scientists are saying that we will need a new wave of vaccines within a year due to new coronavirus strains originating every few days. At this point, if we want life to go back to normal, we need an effective treatment for the disease. Next, from The Guardian. A new mystery brain disorder is affecting a cluster of people in Canada. These cases involve memory loss, hallucinations, and muscle atrophy. Doctors are warning that this disorder has many similarities to certain prion diseases. Next, from Reuters. Egypt is threatening action if the massive dam project in Ethiopia affects the water supply further downstream in Egypt. As water becomes a more scarce resource, conflicts are predicted to rise. Next, from Daily Wire. Arkansas passes the aptly named Save Adolescents from Experimentation Act. This act will ban transgender surgeries and puberty blockers from use in minors. This is wonderful news and a great step for medicine. Transgender surgery is only aesthetic and sexual in nature, and puberty blockers prevent the normal sexual development of a child to create misadjusted adults. Neither should be allowed in children. Both techniques are also very experimental, and knowledge on the long-term effects are limited. In addition, permanent body modification should not be allowed for children in general. It is why we should not allow children to have laser eye surgery, tattoos, cosmetic surgery, etc. We especially should not cut off developing sexual organs and replace them with shapen flesh from other parts of the body in a way that will not grow normally, not experience sexual experiences normally, require constant maintenance to prevent the body from healing itself, require a constant supply of barely known chemicals in order to function normally, will only function to attract and pleasure other people and not oneself, among countless other disadvantages. If we actually had a way to change gender, that would be wonderful. We only have cruel and ineffective experimental procedures. To pretend we have anything better is not helping anyone. Next, from Times of India, Chinese officials attack Justin Trudeau, calling Canada a running dog of the US. China is continuing to distance itself unnecessarily from other countries. Finally, from The Federalist, we come to a discussion about the corruption in the FBI and how it is a threat that is the real source behind the epidemic of gun violence in our country. The shooter in Boulder was known as a threat by the FBI. He was also known as a threat when he bought his gun and went through a federal background check run by the FBI, who knew he was a threat. They still allowed him to get the gun. Previously, Senator Rand Paul had remarked about how out of 14 recent Islamist attacks, the FBI had been aware of at least 12 before they happened, and they did nothing. The FBI knew about the Parkland shooter, and the Nashville RV bomber, and many more. Beyond this, the FBI has multiple times attempted to entrap people into violence. If you want to solve the problem of violence in the US, you should find out what's wrong with the FBI. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more daily news. These videos need any help they can get in the algorithm. My sources are linked below. This has been the news.